Hello everyone, welcome to our social studies class. Today we are going to learn about a very special book called the Indian Constitution. By the end of this video, you will know what a constitution is and why our country needs one. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Do you remember what we do every year on January 26th? We hoist our national flag and sing special songs because it is Republic Day. But do you know why this day is so important? It is the day our constitution finally came into effect in 1950. It is a day to remember the promises we made to our country and to honor the heroes who fought for our freedom. After India won its independence from Britain in August 1947, we needed a plan. The Constitution of India became the framework or the foundation for how our government works. Did you know that the Indian Constitution is a written constitution? It is actually one of the lengthiest in the whole world. Here is a fun fact. The original book was entirely handwritten by a man named Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. He used a beautiful flowing script and took 6 months to finish it. You might wonder, why do we even need a constitution? Well, think about your school. Can you guess what would happen if there were no rules for when classes start or how to play safely? It would be total chaos. A constitution is just like a big book of rules and promises. Many years ago, India was ruled by the British. Indians suffered deeply under them. When we became free, our leaders, led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, wanted to make sure every citizen had rights and duties to keep our country running fairly. The very first page of our constitution is called the preamble. You can think of the preamble as an introduction. It sums up the main principles of the whole document and acts as a guide for the government. There are some big important words in the preamble. Let's look at what they mean for us. Sovereign. This means India is free and independent. No other country can rule us. Only Indians can rule India. Socialist. This means all people are equal. The government tries to reduce the difference between the rich and the poor so everyone has their basic needs met. Secular. In India, citizens can follow any religion they choose. Democratic. This means the citizens elect their own leaders. It is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Republic. This means our head of state, the president, is elected for a fixed time, which is 5 years in India. It is not like a monarchy where a king or queen rules forever. Justice. All citizens will be treated fairly. Liberty. The people of India are free to think, speak, and act freely. Equality. Everyone is treated the same, no matter their caste, wealth, or religion. Fraternity. This means all Indians will love and take care of each other like brothers and sisters, just like a family. Let's quickly remember what we learned today. First, India won freedom from the British after a long struggle. Second, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar led the team that wrote our constitution. Third, the constitution is our book of rules that started on January 26, 1950. And finally, the preamble is the introduction that tells us India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Before we go, see if you can answer these 3 simple questions. 1. Who was the leader of the team that created the Indian Constitution? 2. What do we call the introduction to the Constitution? 3. What is the meaning of the word secular? Write your answers in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today. Keep learning and I'll see you in the next video.